Alright, hey guys, so it's summer, it's hot, we need to be drinking more water. 60% of our body is made of water. This is going to help keep the kidneys healthy. It's going to help us manage our hunger a little bit more. A lot of times when we think we're hungry, we're actually thirsty. It's going to help with nutrient absorption and regular bowel movements. Okay, so that's really important that we are hydrating. Some signs here, as you can see, of dehydration. What's going to determine your fluid needs? So age, the older you are, we become less aware of our thirst mechanism. So it's really important that we are hydrating. Guys need a little bit more water than women, a little bit more mass. Traditionally, men also carry a little bit more water. Overall health, women do need more water during pregnancy and during breastfeeding. So women need about 9 cups of fluid and men need about 12.5 cups of fluid each day. This includes, you can see there's 11.5 and 15.5 here to the right. So that would include foods, or include fluids from foods as well. We get about 20% of our water daily from the food that we eat. So here are some things that are high in water content: milk, fruits, especially cantaloupe, strawberries, and watermelon. Your lettuces, cabbages, celery, spinach, and cooked squash are also filled with water. You're also going to find some in other fruits, dairy products. Those are all going to have a great amount of fluid. Blood pressure can be an issue if you are not adequately hydrating. So basically, your blood pressure is the force your blood exerts on the walls of your arteries and veins. When your blood pressure is low, usually that's 90/60, so that top number is when your muscle contracts. That's called your systolic. And then when you feel that cuff relax, that's your diastolic, or that bottom number. Okay. Dehydration can cause low blood pressure due to a decrease in blood volume. When you have high blood pressure, this can also happen due to the action of a hormone called vasopressin, which is secreted when there's a high amount of solutes or high amount of salt in your blood. So basically, to balance out, if you have been having a lot of salt, water is very important. And then those of you with managing blood pressure also know that, especially if it's high, that you need to watch sodium content. So I'm obviously going to go over some ways to increase water today with some fun mocktails, but definitely drink if you're thirsty. Be aware in hot climates. Choose water over soda and energy drinks. I'm going to get into the calorie and sugar differences with that here in a minute. Drink water throughout the day. Consume with meals. Have a refillable water bottle. This is a great thing for the environment and also to help you better track how much water you are drinking. Infusing with cucumber or basil or lemon or lime juice is also a great way to help. I'm going to use a little bit of Crystal Light and some True Lemon low sugar sweeteners today. If you aren't checking out your pee, I know this is kind of sensitive, but this is going to tell you just how hydrated you are. So usually you want to be in this pale yellow 1 to 3 range, okay? If we start to get into these darker ranges, that indicates some dehydration, okay? Supplements, some of the multivitamins may change urine color, so talk to me about that. If you are taking supplements and seeing some strange colors, we can go over why that might be. Particularly B vitamins, a lot of times you will pee those out because they're water soluble. So how to know if your drink is sweetened. So we need to look out for these types of sweeteners: high fructose corn syrup, fructose, fruit juice concentrates, honey, sugar syrup, corn syrup, sucrose, and dextrose. If we see these on a label, yes, you should be reading the labels. That is a good indication that we need to choose something else. Recommend water more than anything else. So how much sugar should we be having in a day? Men, I'm recommending no more than 9 teaspoons. Women, I'm recommending no more than 6. Okay, so just to give you an idea of how much sugar is in typical drinks. So orange juice has 3.5, all right? That's only a 200 milliliter carton. This is a little tiny juice box, okay? Let's say we're doing a whole Lipton tea. That's 7.5. So women with just your one tea are already past your limit. Boost, those smoothie stores are actually filled with sugar. So really, really watch that. You're much better off making a smoothie at home with more protein and less fruit and sugary yogurt. Your Powerade people, unless you're exercising in the heat for more than 2 hours, we do not need sports drinks, ladies and gentlemen. So 7.5 teaspoons. Your vitamin water is also filled with sugar. Red Bull, we know Coke is. We need to be careful with our iced coffees and mochas as well. That's going to have a lot of sugar. So just be very aware of just how much you're doing. Even your coconut water has a decent amount of sugar. Okay, alcohol can also get us here. So this walks you through your Prosecco is going to be not too bad. Okay, cider is going to have a lot of sugar, so being aware of that. Choosing a Prosecco over a white wine is also better. So you can see there's a lot. Your Alcopop is going to have a lot. Your lagers are going to be a little bit lower, along with red wine. Depending on how much you're consuming, also be aware of that. So there is a good little visual for you all. And get ready, I'm going to start up those mocktails.